Welcome to Win with Richardson and Richardson. What's important now? Success in business most often comes down to hard work, not by silver bullets and quick fixes. It's knowing where to focus that hard work that's key to winning. Join sales prospecting expert and 3-time seven-figure business founder Carrie Richardson and managing partner of R&R Consulting and former owner of Doberman Technologies, Ian Richardson, for radical honesty regarding strategic planning, accountability, and execution that will get you the systematic results you're working toward. Let's get into today's episode. Thought leader and your host, Carrie Richardson.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carrie Richardson, and this is the Win Podcast. With me today is Craig Fulton, an M&A Advisor for Evergreen. Craig, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Carrie. Thanks for having me. Excited to join you on this and looking forward to catching up with PAX8's event.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's our first major event sponsorship. It's going to be a good time.
I've been telling people PAX8 Beyond is the event of the year. It's a great experience. It's a great venue, incredible content, great sponsors like yourself. So yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I didn't go last year, but I was there for the inaugural event, which I think we nicknamed Rob Raycon at the time. And I heard that last year was great.
I'm telling you, it was, and being someone that ran some of the bigger events in this industry, I'll give him credit. It was the best event I've ever been to. The Gaylord Rockies, incredible venue. I love that foyer and just the look and feel of it, but they were able to transform that space to feel like you were in a PAX8 environment. The way they do it with the gaming and the signage and then the keynote and the light display, and the vibe is very important, right? It really sets the tone for networking and learning and having a good time. Yeah, that was my favorite event. And
Their content team is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Everything they produce looks amazing. I really appreciate the level of detail that goes into everything they produce.
We all know what we're doing these events, but it doesn't really feel like you're being sold to constantly when you're there. It really has that community vibe to it.
I'm really excited to be interviewing a lot of people who've been at the previous events and who can shed some light on how to prepare for an event this big. If you don't spend a little time planning your agenda before the event, there are things that you will probably miss. So how do you prepare for an event of this size as an attendee? And then how do you prepare when you have engagements or sponsorships to handle?
Yeah, as an attendee, and I've been to many of these, even when I was a technician before the career path I took, always look through the agenda, find the sessions that are important and are going to align to your goals. Sadly, I know a lot of people go to events, oh, it's a break from the office and I'm going to hang out. I was guilty of doing that early on. And then one time I said, I'm going to get intentional about learning something here and bringing it back and making some change, especially when I would sit through some of the operational stuff. Like, I want to learn, how are people delivering managed services and making money? This is 15 years ago. It was like, how are you going to make the change from ad hoc hourly billing to this thing? And that's the power of doing this. And they've got some great content there. They've got C-level operations that runs the PAX8 Academy delivering this content. These are people that have worked in IT service businesses and have grown them, and they're sharing this material. Look at the agenda, map out which sessions you want to join. And look, let's be realistic. Don't try and cram a full day of sessions. You're going to burn yourself out. By the end of the day, you're just going to be like, I'm done. Make sure you build some time to take some breaks in there. And you'll see when you get there, there's plenty of opportunity to relax and decompress between sessions. I love the video game part, drinks and food. And I recommend anybody go over to that foyer. You want to see some of the best networking with that view of the Rockies. People gather around down there. There's fire pits all over the place. I road trip a lot with my kids, and we have this rule: stay off the interstate and start a conversation with a stranger every day. I do the same thing at these events. I'll stay off the interstate, I'll stay out of it, and I start a conversation with someone. And I know that's hard, but my opening line is always, hey, where are you from? Because people, oh, I'm from Lansing, Michigan. Oh, man, we go to school here. And then, boom, conversation's going. That's the power of these events. Now, for me, we're not sponsoring this event, but we love to go and meet with business owners. Yes, ultimately, we want to acquire businesses, but we know that takes trust. This whole community is built on trust. The businesses are built on trust with their clients. So obviously, yes, the acquirer, we need to build trust. We would love to have a conversation. About 90 days out, we start reaching out to people we know and, hey, you're going to be at this event. We'd love to meet up. Like I'm going fly fishing with a couple people I know in the Rockies before the event. Get to meet up with my good buddy, Joe Hetty. We plan that out. And then I just walk around and talk to people in the hallways. And I go to some sessions that are relevant to what I do so I can see what are people talking about right now? What's important? Like, obviously, super interested in AI, right? Because I just keep seeing people talk AI. And I'm like, what are you doing?
So, mostly I'm swearing at AI lately. It seems to change what it's allowed to do or capable of doing. The thing that it did for me yesterday flawlessly, today it's, here are 3 sentences instead of the normal podcast transcript that I would edit for you.
Yeah, I know. Man, everybody makes fun of me because I'm on repeat with this, but my knock on AI is why are we having it do the highly intellectual things? Like, why can't this thing do my laundry?
It probably can, but they're going to collect data on what your underwear looks like and how often you wash it.
I would say this for someone sponsoring or you're a vendor attending, make memories for people. Look, I know steak dinners are nice and everything, but that's not a memory. Make a memory. The fly fishing. I know we were talking about the cars. One time I knew someone really wanted to drive a Porsche 911. I rented one on Turo. We went for a ride. And he brings it up all the time. Make memories. Do something different. Go off-road. Like, this is the path most traveled, least traveled. I would say just go off-road.
You mentioned you're coming in the day before to go fly fishing. You're not taking a day off of the conference to go. So that's an important differentiator, I think.
Yeah, that is a really good point. I try and keep everything there. When I'm in these moments and I want to create a memory, if I come up with a wild idea, I'm like, hey, do you guys want to do this? You want to go do the Coors Brewery tour? Let's go. Make memories for people. That to me is always key. And I know you've been great at doing that. I've seen you at events like the cigar clubs and the bourbon stuff. You're getting people together and you're creating memories. And I love to see it. I love to see it.
Eventually, everyone comes out to the patio. You're welcome to have one from the Magic Humidor, but you're going to have to sit here for an hour and talk to me.
Yeah, I love the evenings. That's when a good conversation happens, right? People are unwinding, their guards down.
Had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, and that's when you get the real stories. This is when I've had MSP owners tell me, man, I'm struggling to make payroll. I'm like, oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, man, these invoices and this, I got this going on. People aren't telling you this at 8 a.m. over breakfast, okay? They're not ready. If you want the good conversations, after dinner, sitting around a fire, enjoying a cigar with Carrie, that truly is where the great conversations happen.
I didn't used to believe that. When we first started sponsoring events, I was very much, if they don't want to talk to me at 8 o'clock at night, they're not going to want to talk to me at 11 o'clock at night. There's no need for me to be out at midnight anywhere. Tracy and I divided the days up because I didn't want to stay out late and I don't drink. So I really don't want to go and have to go hard until 2 a.m. entertaining a group of people at a nightclub somewhere. But Tracy was always like, all right, I'll do that part and I'll be up for the breakfast. I want to make the rounds at the tables. What are you guys going to learn today? What sessions are you going to? What did you like about yesterday? And I feel like the people that are up at 6 a.m. are trying to solve problems.
Yeah.
The people that are out at 2 a.m. are just going to make them.
I've been guilty of that formerly. It's in my DNA. Like, that's when I come alive. Unfortunately.
You're a night owl?
Yeah, last year at IT Nation, I tried to bring a mariachi band back. Like, we were out at dinner and I'm like, this band is great. And we're like, can you come to this event? And they said 7 songs, $400. I'm like, we're in. And then I remembered we better check with the hotel. ConnectWise had the whole venue, and I thought, oh man, they wouldn't even let me bring a 12-pack of beer in there. I doubt a mariachi band is gonna fly. So maybe this PAX8 event be at the foyer because you could see Fulton's mariachi band playing down there.
It'll be playing right next to Cork's race car.
Right in the middle. My whole plan is like, if I see someone that doesn't look like they're having a good time, I'm just gonna point, and the band will go over and surround them and just start playing.
Oh yeah, people love that. I really hope this happens. I hope you've already planned it and paid for it, and it's going to happen.
Maybe. I like to surprise people, so we'll see.
You can definitely send the mariachi band my way. I would.
Okay.
Send it over to our booth, like a Pied Piper of mariachi.
Yeah. Where is your booth in the expo hall?
That's an excellent question. And if I had thought about it, I would have looked that up before we spoke. Probably on the roof, because we signed up last.
I'll find it. We don't have a booth, but I'll be there if people want to meet with me. You can find me on LinkedIn. My email address is cfulton@evergreen servicesgroup.com. Sydney Hockett will be there, VP of M&A. We'll have our team of M&A professionals there, Sarah, Ahmed, Reed. We're even bringing some of our investment team because I think they're getting a little jealous. You guys have a lot of fun at these conferences. I'm like, there's a lot of work too. Why don't you come and check it out?
Y'all are just lucky the floor didn't collapse during Ludicrous last year.
I had to leave because I get real hypervigilant about things like that. This is what the news. Floor collapses. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'll wait outside.
You see the Gaylord getting ready for the conference, just reinforcing the floors and the ceilings. And you mentioned Sydney Hockett would be on a panel. Do you know what day and time that panel is?
Yeah, on Sunday before the event kicks off, they do a Women in Leadership panel, and Sydney will be there sharing her stories. She's an incredible person. I met her 2.5 years ago, and I thought, oh boy, this is the future of managed services here. Has completed more M&A deals than some whole companies. I think she's up to 50, knows the industry, knows the people, can make connections, builds relationships. Go check it out. And then we may have a surprise guest, co-founder and M&A partner, Ramsey, hoping he'll make it. He's a great person to talk to. Laughs a lot, a smiley guy. It always stuns people. Down to earth guy. I think we get that, oh, you're a private equity. No, we're a holding company, but you're like investment people. We're like, wait a minute, you're fun people. So yeah, if anybody wants to chat with us, email me. I sit here staring at Outlook. Let's go.
All right. Any final best pieces of advice for maximizing your time at PAX8 Beyond or another conference?
Don't make this about just time away from the office and getting a break. Take advantage of this. It's rare. I have friends in other industries and family, and when I describe what we have, they're like, whoa, you guys share that level of information with each other? I'm like, yeah, man, I wish I had that in my world. So don't pass up that opportunity. When you're there, meet with people. I'm trying to tell people, calm down with the M&A frenzy. You don't need to sell your business. But let's talk about how you can add value to it. Like simple things like, hey, control your vendor costs. And if you're a 7X business, that could be $300,000 in your pocket one day. Let's talk about that. You don't need to sell right now. Have conversations with people, learn what others are doing. You'll probably have a big golden nugget takeaway that'll change things. Got to do it. You got to get out of your comfort zone. And if you're afraid to get out of your comfort zone, find me, find Carrie.
Find Craig's mariachi band.
We'll make it fun. I think people know I have a hard time staying serious for too long, but we'll have a good time doing it. So looking forward to it.
All right. I will look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for joining us today.
All right. Thanks, Carrie.
You've been listening to Win with Richardson and Richardson. What's important now? We're so glad you've joined us and know you're one step closer to winning big in your business too. We'd love to connect with you outside of the show. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to connect@rnr.consulting. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast so you'll easily know when new episodes are available. Until next time, you can win, and we're here to help.